good they are. And I want the fans to call up and get in touch if you're leaving the ground. And, it must be an absolute joy to be watching them right now. But Spurs, I thought, decent performance until... it was a decent performance when Harry Kane and Son came on. Before then, it was okay.
It's 2-1.
Yeah, it was 2-1.
It was getting a little bit. Oh my God. Oh, hold on. What's going on?
Getting a bit nervy, wasn't it?
And he brings on the big guns. Didn't he?
I mean, we had to bring on the big guns against Moura.
Yeah, it was.
What's going on with Dele Alli, Jason?
Okay, right. So for those that didn't watch, Dele Alli, he won a penalty. The goalkeeper comes out and assaults Dele Alli at the feet. I don't know what the keeper's doing.
Nah,
and Dele Alli dispatches it. But you know what? Dele Alli has lost his spark, mate. He has. He's lost something. Dele Alli at Spurs.
What is that something, though?
Well, I don't know.
Desire?
Just his position on the pitch. I think he has to be one of those that's arriving in the box, okay? And when you look back over his relationship with, in particular, Eriksen, okay? Eriksen, there seemed to be something, telepathy with him and Eriksen when he arrived in the box. So there seemed to be something. I just wonder whether he's lost a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
With what happened with Jose, okay? Mm-hmm. He's lost his place in the England team. He's seen players overtake him, and but players that hadn't even made their professional debuts when he was playing for England. Yeah. I'm thinking the likes of Mason Mount.
Yeah, Phil Foden.
Not necessarily Jack Grealish, Foden, Jude Bellingham. Yeah. He's seen, he is now way down the pecking order.
Yeah, he is. He's miles out.
And he's seen his career at Spurs really stagnate. He hasn't moved on. He hasn't turned in. I thought he would go on and win, he could win 80 caps for England. That sort of player that we thought, what a player. Go and join, go and score goals. Yeah. Go and be that second number 9.
It was like a Lampard, wasn't he?
He was in the box and getting in and getting on the end of things. Mate, his game is gone. He really has. And I feel for him.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel for him because you can see when he got taken off tonight.
Oh, he's fuming.
His face, you can just, he got taken off at the weekend at half-time against Arsenal.
Yeah.
He got taken off after 58 minutes tonight and he went down the tunnel.
Didn't look happy, did he?
I think he's lost his way, mate. He needs an arm around him.
But on a plus point of that game, Harry Kane comes on, scores a 20-minute hat-trick. Yeah. And look, I know it's against Moura and, they were poor opposition. They weren't great. Mm. But what a hat-trick. Yep. Top finishing, and it just raises the question again for me with the Harry Kane situation. If he plays where he's meant to play, in between centre-halves, and occupying that end of the football pitch where he's unbelievable, in and around the box, he's one of the best strikers in the world. When he keeps coming deep and deep and deep because he's getting frustrated because he doesn't get the ball, that's when he's not effective. And you've seen it in the Premier League this season because he keeps coming deep because he's not been getting it. And it kills his game. But when we play in, lesser teams and we have quite a bit of possession, you've seen how unbelievable he is at scoring. Every touch, goal. Everything that goes in behind. He was running in behind. That's what I want to see from Harry Kane. Getting in behind the centre-halves, not coming deep and deep and deep, ended up playing like a holding midfielder.
See, I think somewhere in between is where his position can be. Yes, I agree with you about being a number 9 and playing up top and getting in behind and making runs. But I think he can still drag defenders. He can be on the half turn. He's so good at it. He is so good at dropping. I'm not talking 25 yards. I'm talking 10, 12. Yeah. Just where an area where he gives a centre-half. And I tell you what, as a centre, when a centre-forward drops off you and he drops into an area, is he the midfielder's or is he yours? Yeah. It's horrible. And you prefer it when they're up alongside you because you can feel them, you can see them. Yeah. When they drop, and then you want runners of Son and Moura. Less so Lo Celso. You expect him to be even deeper, or maybe they could swap places, but the runners in behind. And you saw tonight the relationship with Son and Moura. Lo Celso played well tonight. I think moving forward, I think that he's got to find a way, Nuno, of getting Son and Kane linking up together again, because that's when they're most devastating.
I think you play, because I think Lo Celso was brilliant. I think you play Lo Celso as the 10, get him in the pockets, and tell Harry Kane, look, you can drop 15 yards away from them centre-halves. I don't want you to go the other side of the midfield. I do not want to see you deeper than Højbjerg or Skip. No. And I want to see you, if you're going to drop into a pocket, it's a pocket in between the back 4 and the midfield.
They're back 4.
Yeah, they're back 4 and they're midfield. You can get in that area.
I agree with that.
But I want you to get on the end of things.
Yeah.
Create space beyond it, because look how good he is at finishing.
Look, anyone that listens to the show, I am a huge Harry Kane fan. I think he is the best striker in the world. He's had a difficult summer, okay? Wasn't brilliant for England, but didn't have a bad tournament. But, of course, what happened with Manchester City, he had his head turned. Looks like he's struggling to find that form. But tonight won't do him any harm. Okay, look, who'd you play? Who was it?
Moura.
Who?
Moura.
Moura. Okay, played.
Moura.
Okay, I'm trying to look for them here.
They're
Moldovan champions. Champions, apparently.
Champions.
So you played Moura,
side,
right?
mate.
Good side, really good team. But he come off. He got himself a 20-minute hat trick. He's a top class finisher. We know that, and that won't have done him any harm. I'm going to say it because everyone else is thinking it. God, he should be scoring goals. Spurs should be beating them. He's had to bring the big heads off the bench to get that victory. That Nuno 2-1 is thinking, oh my God.
Oh, don't.
Oh, please not. Please don't. Please don't. Because if they get an equaliser, let me tell you now, he's starting to twitch.
Panic. The panic up. Daniel Levy's on his way down, isn't he? Daniel Levy's leaving his seat. He's on his way down to the dressing room.